Hi, we're Kage and Ellie, and this is Maximus. Maximus is a 2018 Mercedes Sprinter 3500 dually with an all-wheel drive drivetrain that can get us just about anywhere. And sometimes we need some help getting out. Max's body is coated with a gunmetal gray plasti dip. His rocker panels are coated with the Raptor truck bed liner, and he's racked up on top with a customizable aluminum roof rack, which is perfect for mounting all kinds of external hardware and adventure gear. We're racked up with a 360-degree camera system, a surround perimeter lighting, a Wii Boost antenna, a Halo Wi-Fi antenna, and a 455-watt solar panel that charges our 400 amp-hour Battleborn battery bank. And guess what? It's all fronted with a $50 light bar from Amazon. Our tire of choice is the Firestone Destination XT that can tackle highway driving, trailer towing, and mountain climbing. All this riding on a beefed up suspension with a pair of rear sumo springs and a 47-gallon fuel tank that helps get us out further for longer.
Now Max may look all rugged and adventure, but now come check out our tiny home-inspired interior.
Alright, so welcome to the inside of Maximus. This is a 170 wheelbase van, so we have lots of long space. And to start, what we wanted to have was a couch bed setup. So it really is a multifunction thing. With the design of it, it will actually slide out and open up, and we'll slide both mattresses beside each other, lay down some extra bedding, and that is our entertainment center and our sleeping area. So we have this at the front, giving us a nice long option. It's actually specifically designed to be just about here for me for a bed option. Ellie's a little bit shorter, so it works for both of us. And it's actually just a foam mattress that we ended up cutting to size, and there's a great site that will have a link below for it that can make cushion covers for you. Any size you need, they can do it. Lots of cushions around to add the extra backrest, and every one of these pillows actually gets used for multiple purposes. So whether we're sitting and eating, there'll be a certain orientation, or they'll act as a back rest for us when we're in bed mode, and then we're watching TV or looking out the window. Enjoy the beautiful views when they're available, and have an entertainment center as well right there.
This is the kitchen area. This is more my domain, although Kage is a great sous chef when I need the extra help. And I had requested custom cabinets because I wanted to use every square inch of space. Prior, I just had one big long shelf with baskets that you're bending down, pulling out, putting on here, and sorting and grabbing what you need and cooking. I was like, no. Please, 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 honey. Can I have sliding out cabinets? And he graciously built them for me. And they're just the right height to clear the items that I've chosen to put in them. So they are super custom. I like using baskets, and you might think, oh, you don't need it. You do, people. That's what happens when you're driving down the road and things can just fall over and hit each other. So baskets are a great way to contain items. These are all the same height, and they were based off of this olive oil bottle right here, so that this can clear just like that. These are our tall drawers, and then we've gone shallow because they contain different items. These are for pots and pans. It doesn't come out nearly as far as that drawer, which comes out this far. The reason for that is we have a propane gas line for the stove behind here. You don't want to miss out on the space. We just went shallow instead. Utensils, dishware. This is our flip up. It's not very deep. It's about as far as my hand can go, because behind here is the wheel well for our dually tires that are in the back of the van. But it's a great space to throw in extra things. We have this tall space because you're always going to need unusual sized items that don't really lend themselves to fitting in a narrower drawer.
The height of the couch was actually determined by our fridge, which we have here. We ended up going with the Dometic to cool zone. So one half could be fridge, the other half could be a freezer. Very happy with this. It's great to have something that makes ice when it's hot in the summer. Now for us, the game changer was that this is all fridge, and we ended up putting a freezer inside the trailer build that we'll show you in the next video.
Prior to doing the actual build on the van, Kage had asked me and he said, now Ellie, what are the things that are essential for you to have for you to be comfortable and enjoy the van living situation? And after giving it some serious thought, I thought, you know what? Cooking with gas is important to me. We do cook all of our meals basically on these 4-burner propane stove that converted from natural gas over to propane, because this is just meant for a regular apartment. And I also wanted to have a stove that felt like it would belong in a home as opposed to in an RV situation. This is why we have a really long 8-foot countertop, lots of prep space for cooking, lots of space to do dishes, and it actually fits 2 of us in the kitchen space very comfortably. Some people decide not to go for hot water in their van. For us, we decided it's worth the power that it consumes. And the reason I like hot water is if you're the one washing dishes in the relationship, it's incredibly useful to get off just the gunk, the things that stick, like egg sticks on things, sauces stick, spaghetti sauce sticks, and you can scrub all you want, but you're just gonna smear it around the hot water. There we go. Love it.
So at the back of the van, we have the bathroom, which consists of the Nature's Head composting toilet. We love it because it's so much easier to manage than a cassette toilet or a black tank that has to be dumped at an RV park. This, you can basically dispose of it at any toilet because it basically separates the chocolate and the lemonade, and the chocolate goes onto a dehydrated peat moss and just turns over and becomes composting soil. And then the lemonade, you just take what we call the lemonade stand out, and we'll take it to a toilet and get it dumped. Also part of this space is our shower. We finished the floor, and so it's a whole wet floor. It drains into an under tank that we have. And for the water control, we have this faucet here that goes, you know, on, off, and hot and cold with the hot water heater. But the shower head is at the back. And this was actually in case we needed to shower outside the back before this was done when we were taking a trip somewhere. So it was kind of like our emergency shower that ended up turning into the permanent shower.
Initially, we were going to do the upper cabinets like many other van builders had done, where it's cabinetry on hinges that pull up. We never got around to doing it, although we had bought the materials for it. And in the end, we actually really like open upper cabinets. It gives a sense of depth in a very compact small space. And then we started to realize you would grab things incredibly often. I just need sunscreen. Look at how fast that is. Got what I want. I'm in the kitchen, I need some tongs, I need to flip over some vegetables. There we go. I've got what I need just like that. Done. And we reach up here all across the upper cabinetry dozens of times each a day. Think of how many times we'd be flipping open and almost hitting somebody else's head. And I'm a little accident prone, so if we can like Ellie proof the van as much as possible, my head, my knees, my elbows, they thank you.
And my husband said.
Yes, he's sometimes collateral damage.
For the past 4 years, Ellie and I have run into a challenge where we've only really been able to comfortably host one person at a time. If there was a second person, they would have to crawl over the front seat, and that guest better not be over 5'10". The only other solution for us at the time was to unbolt the chair and spin it around, but we were able to solve this problem by purchasing a swivel seat from the swivel shop, and it has been fantastic. It's kind of hard to believe we waited over 4 years to get one. It expands our living room, and now our tall friends don't mind coming in to visit. Don't wait like we did. Visit the swivel shop using the link in this video's description and use promo code DON'TWAIT and get 5% off your purchase of swivels and installation products.
What we have on the opposite wall is the shared closet space that originally I thought was going to be all my closet space. Kage then informed me it was going to be shared. I thought, dear God, how are we going to fit all of our clothes in these two baskets? well, there's a will, there's a way, and we found a way. We just share socks and underwear, his and hers compartment. This is all of Kage's drawer. I have found rolling to be a great way to save on space and pack more in. And you end up wearing your favorites nearly every day anyway. So, turns out we didn't need half the clothes. We got rid of like a dozen large construction garbage bags of clothes we didn't need anymore when we came into the van. That was eye-opening.
As you can see, it is beautiful here. We're on vacation in Florida, but we've been in the van for 4.5 years. And for 4 years now, we have not been able to escape winter. And winter in Canada can be really, really cold. One of the ways we managed to make it through 4.5 years in a van was using a floor heat system. When we built out Max, we didn't really know anything, but we just saw some people laying hoses in their floor on Facebook. I thought, hey, I'm gonna do the same. I don't really know how to heat the thing. It was the best decision we ever made. If you don't think you're gonna have the budget for it, just put the hose in, get a heater later, and then you can thank me. In addition to having the floor heat, we have a D2 air heater. Both heaters can run off the fuel tank, and they can be controlled either separately or with the same thermostat, but it is really nice to be able to have an air heat system that gets everything warm throughout the space, but then the whole floor heats up as well. If you're in winter, and you experience the cold floor, because it will, even if you insulate it, chills you right through the bone. That is always my #1 recommendation for building a floor heat system when you're not in places like this. Thanks for making it to the end of our tour video. We appreciate your time as we show you our home and the ins and outs of it.
And if you're interested, we do have separate playlists where we go into more detail about van building. We have a playlist about where the Sprinter can take us off-roading, and then a separate playlist as well for advice with Kage and Ellie.
Yeah. If you make it to this far in the video, either you're asleep at your screen or you're really interested. And so we're gonna give you bonus clips at the end of these videos that show you kind of the behind the scenes of what reality is. So stick around for the outtakes, because it's good just to stay grounded in touch with reality and not think that this is like our life every day on a beach.
What? It's not?
Yeah,
it's not?
Palm trees.
This is only a month out of the entire year?
This is just what we live every day. I don't have to go back to work next month. I didn't quit my day job for YouTube. It didn't
take me half a day to clean this van to look like that. It always looks that way.
We live in perfection.
Yep, that's exactly
Instagram perfection. All right. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Yeah.
Can you take 10 paces that way? I'm gonna have to hold for a moment because
tea, eggs, or something, vegetables on one of the other ones. Let me redo.
Okay.
Oh, sure. You're shaking your head no.
Maybe it's subconscious when you're offering me vegetables. Oh. We're carnivore people. This is what it looks like over here. Here's my camera gear. Gosh, that thing is a loud helicopter. Where do I walk? What am I walking? We're going in the van though, right?
Oh, is that what we're doing?
Yeah. And you love your plants, don't you?
I love my plants. I love them.